Sorry. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if somebody else is there. I mean, behind me. In that sort of somebody you can't see. Never mind. Sorry, I'm just never sure if he's listening or not. Like, I don't know what the rules are. How far away does he have to be for him to still be within earshot? I can tell when he's in the room. Or if I walk into the room and he's just left, that I can tell. There's this way that the hair on my arms, it kind of lifts, or the back of my neck, that prickle, or my eyes, sometimes they tear up, which at first I thought was allergies because it was mid-March, when I started staying in here all day by myself. But there wasn't anything exactly blooming yet, not in that aggressive California way. But you know, you tell yourself these stories because, well, I mean, it's your house. You didn't sign up for somebody else to be in it. And of course, somebody did live here first. Somebody had it before me, but come on, it's mine now. And it feels really aggressive to have to share it with someone. And then things escalated, crashing upstairs, and I'd run upstairs, and of course, nobody would be there, or all the times that I'd close the window, and I'd come back in the room, window would be wide open, or, you know, I'd put something down, and then I'd turn around and be gone, and then I would find it someplace I would absolutely never put it. It seems to have a real fascination with my things. Oh, or the time that the Apple TV box jumped off the table. Every time I would watch this one show, and I'm not going to tell you which one, the Apple TV box would fling itself onto the table in an absolute rejection of my taste and desires until finally I just gave up, and now we watch PBS all day. And he seems to like PBS. It's quiet when we watch PBS. He's either so bored he's abandoned the room to me, or he really likes PBS. And I can't always tell when he's here. I do want to clarify that point. Sometimes he makes it quite clear, and other times, no idea. So anyway, obviously, I said to myself, oh, you have a ghost. It's not rocket science. You just add all the things up and you go, oh, it's ghost. And then the dream started, which I haven't told anyone about. Nobody wants to hear about anybody else's dreams, so I'm not gonna bore you with the details. Let's just say they are sexual in nature, eros, you know? Who was it? Somebody said, eros, the bittersweet. Actually, I think that was the title. I think it's an Ann Carson book. Anyway, I did tell my sister, and she said that she would imagine them as visitations, which is not something I had been saying, but they are a lot more vivid than the dream. For example, I'm not going to go into detail, but let me just say, Elijah, that's his name, as far as I can tell, Elijah Elliott, he built this as a bungalow in 1920. I've done my research. Elijah, and the owner before me, he did a renovation. Eli hates that part. Eli, and he won't even go in that room except to throw things. I think he fucked me. I think we made love. It's not the kind of relationship I was planning on having, but you know, the risk of transmission, well, of anything really, it's quite low. Relationship, it feels a little like I'm jumping the gun. Let's just say he made contact. First contact, which is, oh, that's a movie. It was late. I was in bed and raining. I remember it had been raining all night. And I had been reading the Paris Review, which is really the only magazine of any kind to read at all anymore. And I started to doze off. So I put down the magazine, I turned out the light, and then all of a sudden I became aware of a hand that was on my thigh, gently resting there, on top of the sheet, I should say. So there was a thin layer of fabric between his hand and my thigh. And I know that we're in a moment when men can't just put their grabby little hands on our thighs anymore, but also I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that applies exactly to dead ones. And also, I can't say it was entirely unwelcome in the exact moment in which he introduced the idea. And things just progressed from there. And could I see him? No. But could I feel him? Yes. And honestly, when your eyes are closed, how much of a difference is there between somebody you can see and somebody you can't? Anyway, this is all to say, we think we know what we want, but maybe we don't. We think we know our futures or our politics or our science or our houses, our bodies, our places of refuge, and maybe we just don't know a goddamn thing about any of that stuff, you know? That is the conclusion that I'm coming to. But maybe it's very likely that I'm losing my mind.